Look at the towering structure in this image. This is a gopuram, the massive, tiered entrance of a South Indian temple, reaching sharply toward the sky. If you glance down from those stone towers and look at the hem of a formal silk sari, you will see a distinct, jagged edge. To an untrained eye, this zigzagging line looks like a simple aesthetic choice or a popular fashion trend. But as this diagram shows, it is actually the exact same geometric breakdown. In Tamil weaving traditions, this specific pattern of repeating triangles is called the moku, or reku. These shapes aren't stamped or printed on as an afterthought. This jagged hem is a culturally coded design that carries an understated sense of reverence, linking the wearer to centuries of South Indian weaving tradition. The repeating triangles of the border serve as the first layer of a complex visual language, mirroring the sacred landmarks of the regional landscape. To understand how this structure is built, we have to move past the overall shape of the garment and look closely at the microscopic seam where the border connects to the main fabric. Creating that dramatic, stark color contrast right at the edge requires a specialized mechanical method called the corvée weaving technique. This image captures the corvée technique. Two separate contrasting silk threads are manually interlocked directly on the loom. Because of how the body threads meet the golden border threads, a single weaver cannot operate the loom alone. It requires two weavers working in tandem. The result of this painstaking, collaborative process is the hallmark look of heritage silks, a perfectly defined edge that cleanly separates two distinct worlds on one continuous piece of fabric. The corvée joint serves as the physical, mechanical anchor, making the complex spiritual symbolism of the temple border possible. Moving inward from that stitched border, the main body of the fabric is illuminated by glowing metallic threads. These traditional metallic threads, known as saree, are complex microscopic structures. This breakdown reveals their composition in three distinct layers: an inner core of fine silk, tightly wound by a middle layer of silver wire, and finished with an outer gold coating. These materials are chosen with precise historical and spiritual intent. The weavers engineered saree specifically to mirror the actual heavy golden ornaments worn by stone deities deep inside the temple corridors. While the gold adds durability and signals wealth, its core purpose is spiritual. It embeds a divine reflection directly into the textile. The shapes formed by those golden saree threads inside the main body act as a cryptographic code, pulling direct inspiration from the stone carvings of the temple itself. You will often see the curved teardrop shape of the manga, or paisley motif. This shape originates from the image of a ripening mango, serving as a symbol of fertility and natural abundance. You'll also encounter figures straight out of mythology, like the Anapakshi, a discerning swan representing purity. And here, looking at the creature carved into the stone pillar in this image, you see the Yaji, a dramatic, lion-like guardian representing absolute strength. This image shows the golden figure of goddess Lakshmi seated upon a lotus flower. Weavers replicate this exact posture, along with the graceful mayil or peacock, to weave associations of divine grace and the bestowal of wealth directly onto the wearer. Collectively, these specific motifs transform the geographic center of the garment into a carefully curated sanctuary of guardians and blessings. When we step back from the extreme macro shots of isolated threads and individual motifs, we see the complete visual impact in this photograph of the fully draped garment in a real-world human setting. By wearing a temple border saree, an individual functionally cloaks themselves in a meticulously constructed piece of wearable architecture. Whether it is paired with heavy gold jewelry for a formal ceremony or worn to a crowded family festival, the garment seamlessly bridges ancient history with contemporary life. South Indian heritage stays in motion. Draped across the shoulders of a wearer, the static patterns of the temple become a mobile, living history.